taking us 3 hours.
Welcome to the final day of SEC Media Days, Day 4. Today is Auburn, Kentucky, and Vandy.
And our final standings.
And our championship game predictions. So, first team today is Auburn. Make or break year for Gus Malzahn.
Yes. I thought he was going to get fired last year.
I thought he was too. I think he might this year.
Yeah, if they don't do well enough.
Okay.
Honestly,
that first game is going to be a big indicator against Oregon.
It really is, because we got to watch Oregon this year. Oregon's going to be a sleeper team.
I think so too.
Kavon Thixby and Justin Herbert.
Mm-hmm.
They got a lot of good players. But, I think Auburn can't hang with that. I think Auburn loses that first game to Oregon.
I think so too. Tulane's a win, I think. So's Kent State. At Texas A&M, I think they lose that game. What do you think?
I do too.
Mississippi State at home, I think they win. And here's a game you think they actually win. It's at Florida.
I thought about it. I think Auburn can beat Florida.
I think they can too. I just don't think they're going.
I think they will.
Okay, so he has them beating Florida. I have them losing to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas, I have
That's
them
a win.
beating at Arkansas. At LSU, that's a loss.
Yes.
I think for sure.
UGA.
At Ole Miss is a win.
Yeah.
And then UGA, I think is a win. I think they upset Georgia.
I think they lose to Georgia. Well, I think it's this is the game. I think that's gonna decide Gus Malzahn's future with Auburn.
And you picked Georgia to lose to Auburn, so
I did, but it wouldn't surprise me if Georgia.
It wouldn't me either. But right now, I'm picking Auburn.
I guess I got Auburn right now.
Sanford's a win, and then Alabama, they're obviously losing. So, I have Auburn going 7-5 and 4-4 in the conference, and you have them going 8-4 and 5-3, right?
Yeah, 5-3.
All right. Well,
Kentucky.
Auburn. That should be interesting. I'm not gonna throw this one out. Hey, Auburn. Kentucky. Coming off a very good year.
Yes. Bob,
what's
his name?
Mark Stoops.
Mark Stoops.
One of the best years in Kentucky history.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the best.
Yeah, because when you think of Kentucky, you think about basketball.
It's funny. Benny Snell's. It's gonna be tough to replace. I think their goal this year is just get back to a bowl game.
Yeah, but I think they can compete. I think if Terry Wilson, that's going to be the key. Terry Wilson, if he can be a great quarterback and make these throws, they'll win a lot more than what I have written down.
Yeah, I agree.
But I have them
there's
losing.
a schedule. Okay, so they beat Toledo and Eastern Michigan, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Then I think their first loss comes to Florida at home.
Yeah, I think Florida gets revenge.
I think they do too. Hopefully they don't start another 30-year streak.
Yeah.
Mississippi State, that's a loss, I think, at Mississippi State.
I think that is too. South Carolina.
There lots of loss at South Carolina, I think.
So
2-3
two
right there. I think they beat Arkansas
They do.
at home, so that gets them to 3-3, bet to 500. But then they lose to Georgia, I think, for sure.
I think they
Georgia.
beat Missouri.
I think they do too, so that gets them back to 4-4.
They
I think
lose
they're going to be around 500 the whole year. That's what I think is going to happen. Then I think they lose to Tennessee in a close one.
Yeah, I think
Listen to who my magazine has them playing after the Tennessee game. Middle Vanderbilt.
You got to show him. You should show him.
The board's on top of
Move the board.
it. You're not going to be able to see something that small.
Yes, but on the magazine it has
It says
Kentucky playing Middle
It says
Vanderbilt.
Middle Vanderbilt in Nashville. Anyway, but they're going to lose to Vanderbilt, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
And then I think they'll beat UT Martin and Louisville to close out the year to become bowl eligible. So
6-6.
I think Kentucky's going to go 6-6 and 2-6 in the SEC. So I don't think that's a terrible year for Kentucky.
I don't either. And then Vandy.
Not even going to play the fight song. I don't feel like it. We're a baseball school. Let's just be honest. Yes, I'm saying we're about Vanderbilt when I'm wearing a Tennessee shirt. It's confusing. So Vanderbilt.
They got
Coming off an okay year,
Did y'all make
good.
a bowl game?
Yeah, they beat Tennessee last game of the year.
Oh yeah, and then y'all made it.
That was a game that was win and go to a bowl. and then they lost to Baylor in the Texas Bowl.
That was an absolute. Oh, don't forget! I totally forgot about that.
Keyshawn Vaughn, I think he's one of the most underrated running backs in the country.
Yeah.
Not sure how much it's going to matter, but you never know.
I was not expecting him to go off against Baylor like he did.
I wasn't either.
He was going off against Baylor.
Too bad we still didn't win. Anyway, so we start at Georgia. That's a loss, or not at Georgia, but we start against Georgia. I think that's a loss.
It kind of sucks.
I know. And then that game at Purdue is a game I think Vandy can potentially win. I think that actually I'm gonna say this. I think the Purdue game is gonna decide if Vandy goes to a bowl or not. If they beat Purdue, I think they go to a bowl, and if they don't beat Purdue, I don't think they go to a bowl. Well, I don't have Purdue which I have them losing to Purdue. So
I mean, think about it. Purdue has Rondell Moore.
Yeah, it's at Purdue.
I don't think Vandy's defense can hang with Purdue like that.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Then at LSU, game we might go to. That's a loss, obviously.
Tiger Nation.
Did I say at LSU? If I did, it's LSU at Vandy.
They
But
beat
that's a
Northern
loss.
Illinois though.
I think they beat Northern Illinois, yes, to get their first win of the year.
They lose to Ole Miss.
They lose to Ole Miss, so they start 1-4. But then I think they beat UNLV and Missouri back-to-back weeks.
Yes, that's three.
Missouri's going to be a tough one to get done, but I think they can do it.
3-4.
Yeah. Then I think they lose to South Carolina though to get a 3-5.
They lose to Florida.
They lose to Florida, I think too.
3-6.
3-6, but I think they beat Kentucky
4-6.
and beat
I have them-
ETSU. So that game,
Five.
if they beat Tennessee, if it happens like this, if they beat Tennessee in
They'll be
Knoxville,
in another bowl game.
yeah.
But I have Tennessee winning.
But I did too. So I have Vandy finishing 5-7, 2-6 in the East in the SEC, which is not terrible to be honest with everything they lost last year. But like I
Could be
said, I think the Purdue game's going to decide if they go to a bowl game or not, in my opinion. All right. So
The final standings,
here it is.
if you can see.
Hopefully you can read this. So, as you can see, here,
On this side right
I'm
here,
gonna scoot the table up a little bit.
this is Christian's side.
Yes.
He
The
has
left is mine and the right is his.
So in the East, he has Georgia.
I have Georgia first in the East, followed by Florida. This is all. By the way, these standings are based on the conference records, not their overall record. Their conference records, what we think they're going to be. By the way, the ones you can kind of barely see, the yellow markings, that's like you can barely see. That's Missouri, and that's Missouri right there. Anyway, so first in the East, I got Georgia, then Florida, Tennessee, then followed by Florida, Tennessee, Missouri, and then these three were in this order because of a tie break, and that's just kind of all tied together, to be honest. South Carolina, Vandy, and Kentucky. But my East order is hold on. We have to make sure the console doesn't shut down. Here, I got an idea. There we go. Okay, so my East order is Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, Missouri, South Carolina, Vandy, and Kentucky. Then in the West, I got Alabama finishing first. I just don't think anyone's going to challenge them this year, except maybe LSU and A&M. But anyway, then I got Auburn after LSU. So okay, first Alabama, then LSU, then A&M, then Auburn, and then Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and Arkansas. That's my SEC West. And then my championship game, as you can see, Alabama over Georgia, and I wrote again right there because I really hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, but this is what is going to prove if Georgia can compete with Alabama.
I think so too.
Because they can't lose to them 3 years in a row.
Yeah. Okay. So over to this man's
All right,
side.
so this is my side. Obviously, I have almost the exact same East standings as him. I have Georgia, Florida, Tennessee. But I have South Carolina at 4th, Vanderbilt at 5th, Kentucky 6th, and Missouri last. I just don't think Missouri has anything that can replace Drew Lock. I mean, Kelly Bryant maybe could lead that offense. I just don't see it. So that's who I have in the East, and I have Georgia obviously in the SEC. And then in the West, I know it looks funny. I do have LSU first.
It's bold. It's a lot.
It's bold.
It's a lot better than being a pansy like me and picking Bama.
But I mean, I think LSU, I just have a gut feeling that this is the year Alabama gets taken down and they get dethroned in the SEC. LSU
West.
beats them. Yeah, in the West. LSU beats them. Then, so I have LSU first, Alabama second, Texas A&M third, Auburn fourth, Mississippi State fifth, Ole Miss sixth, and Arkansas last. So me and him had the exact same West standings, and
Except for LSU and Alabama.
Yeah.
And then in your championship game, you got LSU over Georgia?
Yes, a rematch of the 2011 one where LSU absolutely diminished Georgia.
They did.
Yes, we did.
So, here you go. We'll leave this on the video at the end of the video, but we hope you guys have enjoyed this preview we've put together over the course of this 4 days.
Are we just doing SEC, or we might do other
We
conferences?
might do like a college football playoff prediction or something. Or we might do an NFL preview too. We were going to do that last year, but then we just decided not to. We might not. But we always do this for sure. Always fun to do this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And let us know your predictions in the comments. And hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, like it, share it, discuss it, argue it.
Yeah.
Get pissed about it because your team sucks. And because we think your team sucks. Like if you're Kentucky or Arkansas, yell at us, cuss at us. Or if you're a Georgia fan, tell us why you're gonna beat.
If you're an Alabama fan and you don't like my West standings,
yeah,
then
all the Bama fans, destroy him in the comments, please. But hope you guys enjoyed this series, and talk to you again soon. See ya.